This is going to be a tough play. Bryant, the Cubs win the World Series. Bryant makes the play. It's over. And the Cubs have finally won it all. 8-7 and 10. No more talk of 1908. They win Game 7 in 10 heart-pounding innings.
Oh, injected into my veins. All right, so with the Guardians at Wrigley Field, let's take a look at how the 2025 Cubs stack up to the 2016 World Series champs. Both the 2016 and 2025 Cubs average more than 5 runs per game at the 84-game marker. That's where we are in 2025. Both teams featured power throughout the lineup. The 2016 Cubs had 9 players with at least 10 bombskis. This year's team has 6 just over halfway through the season. Both teams relied on their shutdown bullpens. The 2016 Cubs bullpen ERA 3.56, this year 3.27 from relievers. Both versions of these Cubs teams specialize in run prevention. The 2016 Cubs led MLB with 107 defensive runs saved. This year the Cubs are second in DRS with 49. So on that note, we love to see those comparisons. Sorry, Jason, but we are going to talk about those two teams. And look, mentioned the offense, the defense. There's a little bit of everything on that 2016 Cubs team. You were on the other side of it. What made them so tough to face?
The main difference, or at least the first two that stick out to me about the 2016 team, starting pitching and the power. You guys said the power too. I thought starting pitching with Lester, Hendricks, Lackey, and Arrieta.
Yeah.
I thought they had a little bit better starting pitching than maybe this year's team does. I think that you got the experience and you have the more strikeout stuff. And then you even said it, I think it was 10 home runs up and down that lineup.
Yeah.
You had some big boppers in that 2016 team. Middle of the order is comparable.
Okay.
Like Tucker and Sayat. Those are good hitters.
Yeah.
But top to bottom, when it's a threat for the long ball, that's a tough lineup.
Yeah, and that's exactly the point that, as you're highlighting the power, we were kind of highlighting it too in that slideshow, right? So home run leaders, 2016, 2025. This is projected for 2025. Chris Bryant, PCA, Anthony Rizzo, Seiya Suzuki, Addison Russell, Kyle Tucker, Ben Zobrist.
You're not including, he was back for the World Series, you're not including Schwarber.
Yeah, you're right.
So Schwarber would have been near the top of that list if he was still there for 16, full season.
Yeah, absolutely, if he was healthy, but what an impact he had as it was, right? Just to come back when he did. And so definitely, we talk about it a lot that if you have a team that hits home runs, that's a good recipe for success in the postseason.
The thing I love about this team, though, they can hit the home run.
Yes.
It's not the only way they score runs.
You're right, yeah.
When you steal bases, when you run the bases as well as they do, you can create runs as well. If you're just a home run hitting team, you're not that dangerous. You can see guys, I don't want to pull up his name because he's fantastic, but like an Aaron Judge, pitchers can kind of figure that out or they have a plan, and if it works, Judge is kind of silenced for a postseason. Has happened. One of the best hitters in the game, gonna figure it out. I'm a huge fan of his, so I don't want to say like it's a negative, too much negative. But pitchers, you run into a hot pitcher, you can't do anything. You have to have other ways to score runs than just hitting home runs.
Well, no, but I think you point something out that we see when this offense is at their best. It's not just Kyle Tucker. It's not just Seiya Suzuki. That's actually been a huge thing that even Craig Counsell has talked about. On any given night, you don't know who it could be. Maybe it is Pete. Maybe it is Nico. I don't know. Anyone, really.
Now think about that as a pitcher trying to plan for them. When you're trying to game plan, it's not just like, hey, we got these 3 guys. Okay, that's who we got. It's okay. I've been in this meeting for 45 minutes now. Where's the break? Where am I supposed to get my outs from? So it's hard.
Yeah, so before a game, you're game planning and you're thinking like, man.
It's not just cliff notes. You got paragraphs with this, guys. When it's a full lineup.
Especially in the postseason, I bet.
And when it's when they got the right report and it's a full lineup, a full team effort of how we're going to approach this pitcher, it's a dangerous lineup.
Can I ask one question totally off topic?
I feel like you're gonna anyways. I feel like it's on topic, but go ahead.
Okay, great. This is nothing to do with power or anything. We know what the rain delay did for the Cubs.
Off topic.
Yeah. What was it like for you guys?
You had it wasn't like a letdown. You had such an adrenaline rush going. You're trying to stay loose.
You guys had the momentum.
I'm aware. Yes, thank you. I'm aware. But it's. Is this why you guys brought me here to talk about this? Is this why you guys had me do this series?
We're working together
You brought me in to humiliate me?
This is never happening, so it's fun while it lasted.
Listen, the rain delay happened. Yes, it killed momentum. We did. The Cubs were back on their heels, but it's not why they won the game, and it's not why we lost the game. During the rain delay, because you don't know how long it's going to last, it gives you a chance to come up for air, catch your breath, hydrate a little bit, because you don't understand how much like emotional toll is having an effect physically on you. Like you're drained. So it's like rehydrate, stay loose, get in the cage, re-warm up and bring it together as a team. Like we had meeting and stories and all that stuff, but since the Cubs won, you hear just about their stories. With Hayward's meeting or something like that, where it's like, to the winner goes the stories. But so, yeah, sure. The rain delay is why you guys
I'm really
won.
sorry but you brought
Any other off-topic questions that we want to talk about?
We're going back on topic. And the topic now is notable additions, because you were saying like what the team looked like in 2016 versus now. Well, it wasn't just like this was the team. They had additions throughout the season. Chapman, Coghlan, Montgomery, Contreras was called up. Albert Amora was called up. So you forget that as much as you see the team at the end, it wasn't necessarily who it was throughout the entire season.
And we didn't even see on the home run list, Javi wasn't like Javi yet, too. He was still kind of coming up. So I think when you're bottom of the order is these young guys, and it's like, well, these young guys are like superstars in the making, whether it's Javi and Contreras and all that. Like I said, that makes a tough lineup. When it's top to bottom, there's no break for pitchers.
We've talked about how good their offense is. Do you feel that they need, in addition to this year's Cubs team, are we going offense? Are you going pitching? What area?
I'm not going to use the word need. It never helps to add.
Okay.
If I were the Cubs front office and I'm looking to add something, I'm probably thinking starting pitching first. Like we said, you can hit all you want. You run into a hot starter. All that offense is for naught.
Can you describe the fear factor in the postseason? Like when you know there is a guy on the mound where it's like, man, we have to face him?
I wouldn't use no one's afraid of anybody.
Okay.
You're adjusting to how tough that guy might be that night. And you're like, okay, runs might be at a premium. We might have to scrape some together. We have to really be ready for the few mistakes that we make, or that he makes, as an offense. But you're not afraid of anybody. It's all the challenge, and you're so set on accomplishing your goals that it's like, you don't care who's across from you a little bit. Like when we ran, Arrieta was one of the best pitchers this world's ever seen in 15 and 16. So it's like we knew who he was too. But we're like, okay, it's already a big challenge. You're in the World Series. It's just another part of the challenge facing these guys.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Like a dude, you want that guy.
Yeah, you want to beat the best anyways. You're backing down from anybody. You didn't get there by backing down from anybody.
You're right. Great point.
Yeah.
Great stuff, Jay. Thanks for.
That's all the time we had today.
Thanks for battling through my off-topic questions.
I'm kidding.
Oh wait, there's more.
Stay tuned.
Guardians of 2016, second place.